Hi, this is Michael Pedone, President and CEO of SalesBuzz.com, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about how to avoid false objections. Now, a false objection is when we're going to assume a lot here, first of all. In this scenario, a false objection is going to be when you've gone ahead and you know you're speaking to the decision maker, you've found the hot buttons, you've got them to agree that they want these problems solved that you've discovered, and now you've done your presentation. So you've gone ahead and you've done your presentation, and now you're getting ready to go for the close. And the problem is, maybe a lot of you are facing that. You get to the close, you think everything's going great, and again, we're going to assume that a lot of the pre-work is done and a lot of things were done correctly in the sense that you're speaking to the right person, the decision maker, you uncovered their problem, you did a presentation to match up what their needs are, and now you're getting ready to go for the close, and then you actually go for the close, and you get the stall. There's a lot of sales, quote-unquote, trainers out there that are going to teach you how to overcome the stall, okay? A lot of it, actually none of those things actually ever worked for me, and here's the reason why. When you try to overcome a stall, you're going like this with the prospect. You're butting heads. You're creating more resistance. They're going to dig their heels in even deeper. Let me show you how to avoid this whole scenario so you can start closing more sales right away. What I like to do is, as I'm wrapping up my presentation, again, I'm matching, my whole purpose of the presentation is to match my solutions with their problems that we uncovered, and to make sure that they see that my solutions are a fit for what they're trying to accomplish and that they're in agreement with that. As you're going to go ahead and close out your presentation, get ready to go for the close, what I want you to do is to make sure that your prospect is closed on the concept of your product or your service, your solution solves their problem, and not only solves their problem and takes and minimizes the pain that does away with the pain that maybe they're having, but it also gives them the added benefit of what they're trying to achieve. So you should always be doing two things, right? Your solution should be helping them avoid a negative and gain a positive. And when you close on product concept, you are making sure that your solution that you represented did that. Now here's an example in our e-learning course.
Many salespeople make the mistake of going straight from presentation to the objection handling and closing process. This usually creates a combative atmosphere, which could have been avoided simply by making sure the prospect was closed on your solution before asking them to commit to buying.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Again, just to recap, what we're saying is, as you're getting ready to go for the close, before you go for the close, you ask for the order, make sure that they are closed on your solution. And you have that, they're closed on product concept in their mind. Because if they're not, chances are they're not reaching into their wallet and giving you a credit card over the phone or signing a PO or anything of that nature. Am I right? If they're not sure this solves their problem or meets the minimum requirements of their standards, chances of them paying for it is slim to none, and you lose the sale. And a lot of times it's something that's very simple that you can handle if they're not closed on product concept. I mean, when would you rather know that they're not sure about something? Before you ask for the order so you can resolve it without conflict, or afterwards where their defenses are sky high because they think you're just trying to reach into their pocket? Much better to find out beforehand, before going for the close. And here's a quick little example on how you might want to do that.
Does this sound like what you were looking for?
Yes, it is.
Other than price, is there anything else that would prevent you from moving forward with us now?
No, if the price is right, I'm ready to move forward. Your prospect is now closed on product concept, and you can move forward with the sales process.
Okay, so let's take a pause here for a second. Now, why did you bring up price as a possible objection? I was told never to bring up price. If your situation doesn't call for you to bring up price, then don't bring it up. Then you simply say something along the lines of, does this sound like what you're looking for? Yes, it is. Can you see any reason why you would not want to move forward with our solution now? Or something of that nature. And then whatever your sales cycle is. See, the great thing about what we teach at Sales Buzz is you don't have to use the exact word for word. We're teaching the principles, and then you could adjust them to your own personality and your own style and to your own unique sales process that you have internally, because every organization is different. One of the biggest complaints we hear in the sales training world is that, well, you know, you guys have a one-size approach, fits-all approach, Or, when you do customized training, nobody can afford it, or very few people can afford it. And that's very true for a lot of sales organizations or sales training organizations. However, Sales Buzz is basically me sharing everything that I've learned over a 15-year career in selling straight commission that's helped me reach six-figure income year in and year out. And this is one of the biggest things that I've learned that actually has helped me avoid false objections and start to close more sales. All right, if you have any questions, email us, support@salesbuzz.com. Again, support@salesbuzz.com. Talk to you next time.